What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right, this one is going to be a little bit off topic, but still on topic. It's all about mountain bike riding, but we're not going into the forest and we're not going to ride single tracks today. We have had a lot of rain here on the Gold Coast over the past week, and I'm not a big fan of going and hitting the trails the day after it stops raining. So we're going to go for a street ride, and the intentions on this video is to show you all just how much skills you can actually pick up when you're riding out on the streets. The idea is to know what to look for, how to look for them, and persistence in practice. So just understand that just because it's not made of dirt and it's not naturally shaped doesn't mean you can't increase your skills by riding it. So we're going to go for a ride through the beautiful Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise, show you what we've got to offer here, and we'll have a little bit of fun on some of the man-made features. Let's get into it. A cool little BMX or bike track up here, really neat. And there's no little kids on it, so this will be good. A little bit of a jump here. This is my 840 wide bars, don't clip it. A little double and a burn. That's pretty cool. All right, what an awesome day for a ride. Beautiful Gold Coast. A bit windy with a crosswind, but let's see. We can hold it up a little bit. Whoa. Nah. Wind's just blowing me around too much. So up here is a big wall ride under a bridge. Go and have a go on that and see. I think it's this way. Kind of very restricted, you've got to duck your head. Look at that. Oh, let's have a ride on this wall ride. I don't think I've ever ridden it on a mountain bike, normally through here on the BMXs. So what I used to do, we'd come through here on the BMXs with my cheapy helmet on. I used to do a top helmet grind on the roof. I won't do it with the POC. There's a beautiful little island here called Macintosh Island. It's surrounded by waterways, plenty of birds, a lot of natural wildlife here. Absolutely beautiful. Some of the most common features you'll find when you're street riding are just things like blocks, drops, rocks. That's even the table there. It's no different to a feature that you'll come across out in the trails. Why not learn to practice right now? Let's see how we go on this one. Yeah, benches are a little bit too easy because you've got such a long platform, plenty of time to land on top, correct any mistakes you make before you drop off. All right, let's move on, we'll see what else we can find. All right, we're now on the Esplanade Domain. It sort of starts here, I guess you could say that. This is where this used to be a shitty bike path. See how this hop on, hop off goes. Or we'll just hop on for now. Nice. All right, there's nobody at this feature. I was hoping to get this one alone. All right, as you can see, that's a prime example of any feature that you will find out on the trail. It's a little 600mm drop off, and it's actually got a nice landing to it, so this is a really good one to practice. If you are riding around, you see stuff like that, that's what you want to practice riding, because it's perfect, it's square, it's dead straight. It's the easiest way to learn to do a drop off. That way you're not deterred by finding one of these out in the trail where there's rocks, there's ruts, tree roots everywhere, which can always be a deterrent when you're trying to learn. So always keep your eye out for stuff like this when you're out street riding. Street riding, I keep preaching it, but it is the best way to learn skills. You can only learn so much when you ride the same trails all the time. You're not going to get much better when you're riding the same stuff. You need to up the ante a little bit, and street riding is the best way to do it. All right, down here there's a tree. It's on a good angle. A long time ago when we used to come riding through here on the BMXs with mates, we used to do fakies on it. Kind of feel a little bit confident on the Forbidden Druid right now, and I think it's not big, it's nothing spectacular, but again, it just adds to the whole video, and the point I'm trying to make is find anything and try it. Just be silly, have some fun. There's the tree. It's got a nice sort of an angle, so we'll see if we can do a fakie on it. That was a bit dodgy, but anyway, let's move on. So actually that one's really good. There is a good chance on the mountain bike you'll ride out of that one, because it's not 90 degrees and square edged. So that's another really cool one. Anything that's got a little bit of a transition or a curve are always easier again. All right, this one looks interesting. It's a couple of long benches with a gap, which you can see is quite a wide gap. Another bench. So I might come along the grass, hop up onto that, gap across to the next one, and if it all works to plan, hop over and try and tail tap that as I come off it. Let's see how we go. Don't know how I come up with this shit in my head, but that was sketchy as fuck. Thought I had a flat tire actually, but you know what, I don't care, because I did it. It doesn't have to be graceful. First attempt generally never is. So the fact that I didn't crash, I hooked my bag on the back tire though, it's fucking hurting now. All right guys and girls, there it is. That is a little street session through Surfers Paradise. As I said, the whole reason we did this was it's been raining quite heavily for the last sort of on and off for the last week. I'm not a big fan of hitting the trails before they're nice and dry, and that is it. So thanks for coming along for this one. I hope it was enjoyable, trying to fill in some gaps. And remember, do something on that bike today that you never did yesterday. Stay safe, stay rad, and we'll see you out on the trails.